Well, thank you so much for still being on Parliament television. The House is still break, and in few seconds time we'll be able to cross back to the floor of the House for resumption of business. Remember, at the time business was suspended, the House had resolved into Committee of Supply to consider estimates of revenue and expenditure, including capital and constitutional and statutory expenditure, and there was resumption of committee work. And the head that is under consideration is head 53, Minister of Green Economy and Environment, and there was a point of order that was raised by the Minister of Agriculture, and the chairperson of the Committee of the House has just ruled. And earlier on, we did see the House considering head 52, Ministry of Water Development and Sanitation, and the total amounting to 2,688,541,974 was agreed. Well, there is no quorum on the floor of the House. It is a requirement that 1/3 of the total number of members of Parliament be present for any business to be considered on the floor of the House. So bells are ringing and the members of Parliament are getting back to the chamber.
When business was suspended, the Committee of Supply was considering head 62, Minister of Energy, and Mr. Kampyongo, Member of Parliament for Shwangandu, was winding up his debate. May the Honourable Member continue?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Indeed, I was winding up before the Honourable Minister, who is yet to pay my farmers in Shwangandu and in Rwangeni, who are still waiting to be paid, the farmers. So, lastly, I just want to urge the Minister of Finance, even if he is not here, to be considerate and ensure that this budget line is considered in order to respond to the crisis that we are facing as a nation. I thank you.
Honourable members, I've got an announcement to make. I wish to recognize the presence in the public gallery of pupils and teachers from St. Dominic Savio Secondary School in Kawe District. On behalf of the National Assembly of Zambia, I warmly welcome the visitors in our midst. You may take a seat. Thank you.
Point of order.
The Honourable Minister to respond.
Point of order, Mr. Chairman.
The Honourable Minister to respond.
Thank you, Mr. Chairperson. Mr. Chairperson, first and foremost, I want to thank the Honourable Member, the former leader, Mr. Kampyongo. Mr. Chairperson, when we want to present issues, we need to be factual other than misleading the nation. Mr. Chairperson, I will first start with the issue of the principal, the President of the Republic of Zambia, when he was addressing Parliament and the nation. When we were discussing issues pertaining energy deficit that the country is facing, the President never said, we have money here, members of Parliament come and get this money and invest it. No. The President stated that those who are privileged, those who have resources, must come on board to invest in the rooftop solar. And those who have got connections, they should attract investors to come and invest in the energy sector. And this is arising from the fact that this administration has created an environment, has made reforms, has opened the market for the private sector participation. Mr. Chairperson, this has been demonstrated in the mining sector. There was no public funds, but because of the environment that has been created, investors have come and invested in the mining. And that is money, as well as agriculture. And these are the same things we are saying in the energy sector. Because of that this administration has put in place, it has attracted investors to come and invest in the energy sector. And that is the money. Mr. President, Mr. Chairperson. Mr. Chairperson. Mr. Chairperson, also we realize that our colleagues, they missed it, PF missed it in terms of investment, Mr. President. They knew very well that, Mr. President, this country had 85% dependence.
Honorable Minister, I don't feel you are responding to what you should. Honorable Ministers, we should be very attentive. If there's a member is raising concerns, so you respond exactly to what I said, because Zambians want to hear. A lot has been done in the energy sector, but I'm a presiding officer, so I expect you to say what has been done regarding to what you have said, that less money was allocated, but there are other efforts that have been done. So those are the things that we want to hear.
Mr. President, Chairperson. Mr. Chairperson, Mr. Chairperson, I think this is arising that...
Order. Blessings come in different ways. You may proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Chairperson. I'm trying to respond to the honorable member. Mr. Chairperson, I'm trying to respond to what the honorable member was saying, that this administration has not put enough money in the energy sector. And I was trying to illustrate how we have made these reforms to make sure that we are not using... Mr. Chairperson, because of the reforms that we have put in place, we have opened the market in the energy sector by attracting the private sector participation. And that is the money we are saying. Now, other than the resources that the country have to be spent on the investment in the energy sector, we are diverting this money, which is going for free education, which is going for social cash transfer, because we have a strategy where we have created an environment, private sector coming to put money in the energy sector. As we are talking, Mr. Chairperson, we have in the pipeline projects that are running to respond to the power deficit that the honorable member has just mentioned. We have got Mamba Phase 2. That is the private sector money that is coming into the investment. They will be putting 300 megawatts. Mr. Chairperson, we have got capital fertilizer, which has already put 85 megawatts, and they are targeting 600 megawatts, and that is the money which is coming in the energy sector. So, this, Mr. Chairperson, a number of projects that are in the pipeline, which will see this country not finding itself in the situation we are going through, because some of our people who were there never invested in the energy sector. And this government now is seriously investing in the alternative sources of energy. This country from 1964, Chairperson, it just depended on hydropower generation. Now, because of the climate change effects, this administration has thought it wise that we need to explore other alternative sources of energy. And this is what we are doing. And coming next year, Mr. Chairperson, we will have a number of positive results because of the investment that we have put in the energy sector and because of the intervention this leadership has put in place.
Honorable member for Kalulushi, no one has given you the floor for you to debate while it's sitting. I don't want to argue with you. I'm just guiding you. May the Honorable Minister proceed.
Thank you, Chairperson. Indeed, Chairperson, even the same Honorable Member, Mr. Chairperson, we have already put in place a 2 megawatt for the people in Kalulushi. So that's how this administration has decided to put money in the energy sector. What I can assure the Honorable Members, that going forward, the energy sector, Zambia will be a trading hub for power supplies. This country, this administration has committed itself, and we have put a lot of money in terms of creating better policies that attracts investment in the country. As we start next year, 2026, we will see in terms of power supply. Even now, Mr. Chairperson, people should not start talking about 2 hours. We have not just announced. We want people to see reactions, to see results. So, Mr. Chairperson, this energy, the energy sector under the leadership of Mr. Hakainde will not be the way it was in the past.
Mr. I put the question. The question is that head total 2,555,592,675 in respect of head 62, Minister of Energy, in line with the programs as outlined in the Yellow Book, stands part of the estimates. As many as of that opinion say aye. Of the contrary say no. Honorable member, may you take your seat? May you take your seat, honorable member? Apparently, our rules, it's only 1 member per each political grouping. So the rules are clear. Let's follow them. We make them ourselves. Order, honorable member. Order, honorable member. I gave you an opportunity. An opportunity was availed to you. So you should have packaged yourself nicely to ensure that whatever you wanted to put across, you should have done at that opportune time. So the Honorable Minister has responded to your concerns. And then we can't get back to you. The rules don't allow. So let's operate by the rules. I can't bend the rules because of you. It can't happen. May you take your seat, Honorable Member. May you take your seat. May you Honorable Member, may you take your seat. The minister has responded, and he's the only one in government. He has responded. You may not expect him to respond the way you want. Why did you ask? The Honorable Minister has responded. Let's proceed as such. So, Head total 2,555,592,675 in respect of Head 62, Minister of Energy, in line with the programs as outlined in the Yellow Book, is ordered to stand part of the estimate. We now move to Head 66, Minister of Technology and Science. Head 66, Ministry of Technology and Science. The Acting Minister of Science and Technology.
Mr. Chairperson, I beg to move that 1,372,222,431 kwacha be approved in respect of Head 66, Ministry of Technology and Science, to meet the expenditure for the year ending 31st December 2026. Mr. Chairperson, I thank you.
The question is that head total 1,372,222,431 be approved in respect of Head 66, Ministry of Technology and Science, in line with the programs as outlined in the Yellow Book. Any debate, any objection? Mr. Kafwaya.
Mr. Chairman, thank you so much. Mr. Chairman, the Ministry of Technology and Science has been allocated 1.3 billion kwacha for 2026. In 2024, they were given 1 billion. In 2025, they were given 1 billion. Now 1.3. The ministry we are talking about is technology and science. The money that has been allocated to this ministry is coming out of 253.1 billion. This is where you assess the seriousness of any government. Mr. Chairman, technology in any country increases efficiency. What is the ratio of the need for efficiency as far as UPND is concerned, as reflected in allocation in this budget? Mr. Chairman, if you improve technology in the country, you are improving communication. Today, with all these cyber laws, with all these restricting legislation that have been enacted by the UPND government, you need sophisticated technology. To do that, you need a government that can promulgate effective policy. But what has UPND done? 1.3 billion. Out of how much? 253.1 billion. Mr. Chairman, I think this money is insufficient. You can't focus on such important matters with so little resources and think that you can improve the country. This country will be judged by these actions. These actions, Mr. Chairman, the Zambian people out there are watching and they are saying this is the thinking of the government that we have. Mr. Chairman, technology will provide instant information. For example, if my relatives in some place have got a problem or health problems, do I want to know immediately so that if I have anything to do, I can do about that? Yes, I do want. What can facilitate that technology? Now, the technology budget, Mr. Chairman, is being given only 1.3 billion. I think this is very, very poor. I think that when we sit as leaders, we must be making considerations for the people, considerations that reflect that we prioritize people. We prioritize improving their lives, Mr. Chairman. Daily life and daily work is made easy by technology. Most likely, what I'm saying right now can be heard across the country because of technology. Do you want to improve this? Do you want to improve the policy environment that ensures that we have this kind of life, or even better? Mr. Chairman, I think UPNG must begin to think about bettering the lives of our people, and this must show in the manner they are allocated resources. This is a very poor way. Important functions of government. This is really dismal, and I urge UPND next time. I've not moved an amendment on this particular item. I will not move an amendment because it is passed, but I'm hoping that next time, or will there be next time? Or there may be no next time. But yeah, government must provide, government must provide decent numbers to important functions. How do you feel? How do you government to give 1.3 billion kwacha to technology? How? I feel so, like me, yes, we feel bad, we are all disappointed, so we must do better. Mr. Chairman, let's be looking at these important functions with the importance that they deserve. Mr. Chairman, even though I may not necessarily support, I have no choice but to say, let UPND proceed. But of course, we need to look at these things in a little better way.
Mr. Mitelo.
Mr. Chairman, thank you so very much. Just picking it from the last debate, there is a plus, not a minus. And what he said is 1.3 from 1. So that's how things work. Building on technology, yes. But where do you come from? Education. When the base and the foundation is well laid, you now bring technology. How? You employ the teachers, you build the schools. This money is for the sterlings in a good number of health facilities. So, like he has also stated, next time, come next year, things will also improve from 1.3 as the economy is doing well, the copper production going high, and now even the price there is favorable. Then the economy grows and the allocation of resources will also grow. He has also supported with the choice that he has and our choice as well. We are supporting this budget line. But is it, Mr. Chairman, is it true that the member for Pongwe, Zambezi West, Liwa, Namwala, Chifuo, that they are hecklers? Is it true? Is it true? Honorable Kanengo. Huh? Gwembe, the member of parliament for Kalabo Central, Hekla. It's not true as I'm supporting this allocation. UPND and President Hakainde Hichilema means well for this country. Madam, Mr. Chairperson, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Mitelo. I put the question. The question is that head total 1,372,222,431 be approved in respect of Head 66, Ministry of Technology and Science, in line with the programs as outlined in the Yellow Book. As many as of that opinion say aye. Of the contrary say no. The ayes have it. The question is resolved in the affirmative. Head total 1,372,222,431 is approved in respect of Head 66, Ministry of Technology and Science, in line with the programs as outlined in the Yellow Book, and is ordered to stand as part of the estimates. We now move to Head 68, Ministry of Tourism. The Honorable Minister of Tourism.
Mr. Chairperson, I beg to move the motion that 1,535,650,025 be approved in respect of Head 68, the Ministry of Tourism, to meet the expenditure for the year ending 31st December 2026. Mr. Chair, I submit.
The question is that head total 1,535,615,025 kwacha be approved in respect of Head 68, Ministry of Tourism, in line with the programs as outlined in the Yellow Book. Any debate? I see none. I put question. The question is that head total 1,535,016,025 kwacha be approved in respect of Head 68, Ministry of Tourism, in line with the programs as outlined in the Yellow Book. As many as of that opinion say aye. Of the contrary say no. The ayes have it. The question is resolved in the affirmative. Head total 1,535,615,025 kwacha is approved in respect of Head 68, Ministry of Tourism, in line with the programs as outlined in the Yellow Book, and is ordered to stand part of the estimates. Head 77, Ministry of Defense. The Honorable Minister of Defense.
Thank you very much, Chairperson. Chairperson, I beg to move that 11,603,978,986 kwacha be approved in respect of Head 77, Ministry of Defense, to meet the expenditure for the year ending 31st December the year 2026. Thank you.
The question is total 603,978,986 kwacha be approved in respect of Head 77, Ministry of Defense, in line with the programs as outlined in the Yellow Book. Any debate, any objection? I see none. I put the question. The question is that head total 11,603,978,986 kwacha be approved in respect of Head 77, Ministry of Defense, in line with the programs as outlined in the Yellow Book. As many as of that opinion say aye. Of the contrary say no. The ayes have it. The question is resolved in the affirmative. Head total 11,603,978,986 is approved in respect of Head 77, Ministry of Defense, in line with the programs as outlined in the Yellow Book, and is ordered to stand part of the estimates. We now move to Head 78. Zambia Security Intelligence Service, Office of the President. The acting leader of government business.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairperson. Mr. Chairperson, I beg to move that 2,220,222,312 be approved in respect of Head 78, Zambia Security Intelligence Service, Office of the President, to meet the expenditure for the year ending 31st December, the year 2026. I thank you.
Any debate? Mr. Kampyongo?
Thank you so much, Mr. Chairperson, for allowing me to make very brief comments on this very important Head 78. Mr. Chairperson, this is a very important institution which acts like a mirror of society in the security cluster. Mr. Chairperson, the minor increments in the budget to this institution does not speak to the mammoth task this institution will be undertaking in the coming year, which will be where we shall have the general elections. I have program 4154, sub-program 002, administrative operations, which has seen a significant reduction in the allocation. Last year, or rather this year, this line was allocated 126,101 kwacha. In the coming fiscal year, the proposal is that the allocation is only 106,532,880 kwacha. This, Mr. Chairperson, poses a challenge to the institution, because a well-resourced and grounded institution such as this one will help in manage the activities of next year. And a well-resourced and grounded institution is the one that makes the office that carries its name to have information required at any given time. And if this institution is well capacitated, well grounded, we could avoid regrettable instances such as we witnessed in the Chingola instance. Because their role is to ensure that the bearer of the office, which is named after them, is protected throughout, prior to his engagements and after his engagements. And so it's important that we put resources here to enable this institution function properly. And we are in an era, Mr. Chairperson, where we have got so many busybodies who masquerade. You know, in where I come from, they call them wakachepa. They masquerade, they can even, you know, flatter the authorities with the hot air in the name of this institution. And I would urge this institution to start taking firm action in that network, because they have got a solemn responsibility of informing the authorities on what is obtaining on the ground, with them to make cases. And therefore calling for the Minister of Finance not to think of supplementary estimates to support this institution. It's important that we plan for the institution with resources that will capacitate them to undertake mammoth tasks such as they are going to have next year, because their work will be throughout the year as we go into those activities of elections. And so my plea to the acting lead of government, business, who is presenting this estimate, to engage the Minister of Finance to ensure that more resources are found, and I've demonstrated here, Chairperson, on how we are not depicting the activities they are going to embark on by allocating matching resources to the mammoth task they are going to have next year. With these few remarks, I would like to hear the acting lead of government business respond to this concern I've raised with regards to sub-program 002 and the program 4154. I thank you.
The acting lead of government business.
Thank you very much, Chairperson, and thanks very much, Honorable Kampyongo, for that observation. He is absolutely right when he says the program, which is 7808 administrative operations, has been reduced by a certain percentage. I think it's 10% or so. 10% or so. It is true. But what we should note is that this reduction is in the administration, field of administration. And we think that should not necessarily impede the core operations of the institution. And if you don't mind, Honorable Member, and you go to program 4154, where we have specialized and technical services, this is the core of the activities of this institution, and that one has been increased, taking into consideration what you have said. 2026 is going to be a busy year, and because of that, we have given them a little more than last year to take care of your fears, Honorable Kampyongo. But overall, I think it's important as members of Parliament to conceptualize that budgeting is a delicate activity, very, very delicate. And we have competing needs vis-a-vis limited resources. And the allocation has to be in a manner that ensures that there is smooth operations of the government in place, the administration in place. As far as we are concerned, as New Dawn government, we have done the best we could, even with this very, very important institution, and we hope they'll be able to deliver on their core mandate. However, should there be need, and I'll say it again, should there be any need for us to put in more funds, the mid-term supplementary review will come and will do exactly that. So thanks very much. I hope I've been able to explain what Honorable Kampyongo had asked me to explain. I thank you so much.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. I put the question. The question is at head total, 2,222,312 in respect of head 78, Zambia Security Intelligence Service, Office of the President, in line with the programs as outlined in the Yellow Book, stands part of the estimate. As many as of that opinion say aye. Of the contrary say no. The ayes have it. The question is resolved in the affirmative. 2,234,222,012 kwacha is approved in respect of head 78, Zambia Security Intelligence Service, Office of the President, in line with the programs as outlined in the Yellow Book and is ordered to stand part of the estimates. We now move to Head 85, Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources. Head 85, Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, the Honorable Minister of Lands and Natural Resources.
Thank you very much. Mr. Chairman, or Chairperson, I beg to move that 283,092,624 kwacha be approved in respect of Head 85, Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, to meet the expenditure for the year ending 31st December 2026.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. The question is that head total 283,092,624 kwacha be approved in respect of Head 85, Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, in line with the programs as outlined in the Yellow Book. Any debate, any objection? Mr. Kampyongo.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chairperson. Mr. Chairperson, I've got very few comments on this 85. First and foremost, this is a very critical ministry in so far as land administration, regulation, natural resources, and it's important for fostering sustainable development in the sector. Now, looking at the allocation for this year, I would like just the minister to share with us and assure us that with this significant reduction of the total heads, which stands this year, the ministry was allocated 304,337,430 kwacha, and now reduced to 283,092,624 kwacha. Mr. Chairperson, this notwithstanding the fact that even as much as we are looking at the projected reduction in the inflation rate, the ministry is already struggling. And so reducing figures in this fashion might pose a challenge for their operations in the next fiscal year. I would like to get assurances from the Honorable Minister on how the ministry is going to ensure that their key portfolio functions are not affected, because most of the budget lines have reduced, starting from PE. Of course, the only one that has slightly increased is the budget line to do with PEs, but the rest of the budget lines have reduced, starting from general operations, which has seen reduction from 90 million to about 84, and the other sub-programs that have seen significant reduction. But if you look at the challenges that the ministry is facing, they have to ensure that they digitalize their operations fully and ensure that all their centers and the mandate they have also delegated to the local authorities insofar as land management is concerned are effectively implemented. So I would like to hear some assurance from the minister on how they are going to navigate around these reductions of their budget allocation in the next fiscal year. I thank you, Mr. Chairperson.
The Honorable Minister of Lands and Natural Resources.
Thank you, and Thank you to the member of Parliament. Justified his statement. It does help because then we all begin to appreciate the importance of sectors. But I just want to say that whilst his points are valid, I also want him to note that there are some programs that we have dropped because we completed in the previous year. Secondly, we are mindful of our priorities as a country, and most of the monies are going to areas where the implication on the communities will be much more impactful. Thirdly, we are also hoping that when the time comes, we can apply, and if there's need, we can apply for a supplementary budget, especially when it comes to issues of the Land Development Fund, which are funds that are supposed to be given to local authorities to help local authorities open up new service pieces of land countrywide. Thank you.
I put the question. The question is that head total 283,092,624 kwacha in respect of head 85, Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, in line with the programs as outlined in the Yellow Book, stands part of the estimates. As many as of that opinion say aye, of the contrary say no. The ayes have it. The question is resolved in the affirmative. Head total 283,092,624 kwacha in respect of head 85, Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, in line with the programs as outlined in the Yellow Book, is ordered to stand part of the estimate. We now move to head 86. Head 86, Ministry of Fisheries and Livestock. The Honorable Minister of Fisheries and Livestock.
Thank you. Mr. Chairman, I beg to move that 1,854,049,407 kwacha be approved in respect of Head 86, Ministry of Fisheries and Livestock, to meet the expenditure for the year ending 31st December 2026.
The question is that head total 1,854,049,407 kwacha be approved in respect of head 86, Ministry of Fisheries and Livestock, in line with the programs as outlined in the Yellow Book. Any debate, any objection? I see none. I put a question. The question is that head total 1,854,049,407 kwacha be approved in respect of head 86, Ministry of Fisheries and Livestock, in line with the programs as outlined in the Yellow Book. As many as of that opinion say aye. Of the contrary say no. The ayes have it. The question is resolved in the affirmative. Head total 1,854,049,407 kwacha is approved in respect of head 86, Ministry of Fisheries and Livestock, in line with the programs as outlined in the Yellow Book, and is ordered to stand part of the estimates. Head 87, Anti-Corruption Commission. The Honorable Minister of Home Affairs and Internal Security.
Mr. Chairperson, I beg to move that 199,960,768 kwacha be approved in respect of Head 87, Anti-Corruption Commission, to meet the expenditure for the year ending 31st December 2026.
Thank you. The question is that head total 199,960,768 960,768 kwacha be approved in respect of Head 87 and Corruption Commission in line with the programs as outlined in the Yellow Book. Any debate, any objection? Mr. Kafwaya.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, just a brief comment on the head under consideration, the Anti-Corruption Commission. Mr. Chairman, this is one of the most important commissions in our country, and so this particular commission is supposed to be supported. In my support for the Anti-Corruption Commission, Mr. Chairman, I would like to recommend to the Anti-Corruption Commission that in order for them to enhance credibility, they must begin to cultivate fairness. They should not just be fair, but they should be seen to be fair. Mr. Chairman, I have in mind an issue that I brought on the floor of this House. That was the arrest of...
Honorable member, it's not part of the business on the floor of the House. I've been tolerant because you're misdirecting yourself. Police statement time is over. We're supposed to interrogate the figures. So I'm a bit tolerant because as politicians, I want us to talk. But now if you go off the way, I'll intervene. This is not part of the business that we are doing. If I was to be strict, it's just the figures. So let's avoid veering off and stick to the business on the floor of the House. You may proceed. You are done? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Honorable Kafwaya. Thank you very much. A head total 199,960,768 in respect of Head 87 and Corruption Commission in line with the programs as outlined in the Yellow Book stands part of the estimates. As many as of that opinion say aye. Of the contrary say no. The ayes have it. The question is resolved in the affirmative. Head total 199,960,768 is approved in respect of Head 87 and Corruption Commission in line with the programs as outlined in the Yellow Book and is ordered to stand part of the estimate. Let's go to Head 45, Ministry of Community Development and Social Services. The Honorable Minister of Community Development and Social Services.
Chairperson, I beg to move that 9,698,684,655 kwacha be approved in respect.
Repeat the figures, Honorable Minister.
I beg to move that 9,698,684,655 kwacha be approved in respect of Head 45, Ministry of Community Development and Social Services, to meet the expenditure for the year ending 31st December 2026 in line with the programs as outlined in the Yellow Book.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. The question is that head total 9,698,684,655 kwacha be approved in respect of Head 45, Minister of Community Development and Social Services.
in line with the programs as outlined in the Yellow Book. Any debate, any objection? Mr. Kampyongo.
Thank you, Mr. Chairperson, and we appreciate the figures presented by the Honorable Minister. But we have a few just issues to raise. Mr. Chairperson, the total allocation to this year has seen some significant reduction, whilst we expect that the social safety net programs are supposed to be upscaled as we go into next year. Concerns, Mr. Chairperson, I will take the Minister's attention to program 5451, which is social assistance. Last year, the program had 8,289,221,473 kwacha, and this year there is a reduction there, and next year there is a reduction in terms of allocation to 667,887,508 kwacha. And it would appear these are the core programs that the ministry will be undertaking. Now, at the backdrop of this reduction, if you go to the same program 5451, there is a significant reduction on sub-program 09, social cash transfer, donor funding, which was at 1,542,900,000 kwacha, and it has drastically reduced to only 910 million kwacha. I would like to just hear how the minister is going to balance the scale. On one hand, there is this huge reduction from the donor funding towards the social cash transfer, and then there is also a reduction on the social assistance, which has got sub-programs as public welfare assistance, social cash transfer, and care for older persons. I thank you, Chairperson.
The Honorable Minister of Community Development and Social Services.
Chairperson, I acknowledge the submission from the Honorable Member of Parliament for Shwangandu. The reduction is due to the emergency social cash transfer, which we implemented during the droughts between April 2024 to April 2025. We do not plan as a ministry to pay any emergency social cash transfer. In 2026, I submit.
I put the question. The question is that head total 9 billion. Mr. Kafwaya has indicated. Let me give you an opportunity, Mr. Kafwaya.
Thank you, sir. It's just to clarify two figures, if you allow me at once, so that I don't stand up twice. Mr. Chairman, Head 45, Program 5451, and Sub-Program 1001. That is Public Welfare Assistance. The amount is reducing from 7.2 million in 2025 to 7 million in 2026. Similarly, the sub-program 1003, Care for Older Persons, the allocation is reducing from 11.99 million to 11 million flat. What could be the reasons for these reductions? Thank you, sir.
The Honorable Minister of Community Development and Social Services.
Thank you, Mr. Chairperson. The reduction under old persons is that after the validation of this category of beneficiaries in 2024 and 2025, we found that most of them are deceased, and therefore they no longer are beneficiaries in the ministry. And I want to take this opportunity that we are indeed validating the beneficiaries of social cash transfer.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. Head total 9,698,684,655 in respect of Head 45, Ministry of Community and Social Services, in line with the programs as outlined in the yellow stands part of the estimate. As of the ayes have it, the question is resolved in the affirmative. Head total 9,698,684,655 kwacha is approved in respect of Head 45, Ministry of Community Development and Social Services, in line with the programs as outlined in the Yellow Book, and is ordered to stand part of the estimates. There be no further business. The committee will report progress and ask leave to sit again. Madam Speaker, I have to report to the House that a committee of supply on the estimates of revenue and expenditure for the year 1st January 2026 to 31st December 2026 has gone through heads 52, 53, 62, 66, 68, 77, 78, 85, 86, 87, and 45, and has made progress and asked leave to sit again.
Day for resumption of committee work.
Tuesday next week, Madam Speaker.
Committee work to resume next Tuesday. The acting lead of government business adjournment.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I beg to move that the House now adjourns.
The question is that the House now adjourns. Any debate, any objection? The question is agreed to. The House is now adjourned.
Good afternoon. Thank you so much for still being with us on Parliament Television. The House has just adjourned. So just now we go straight and look at business that has been considered on the floor of the House from the time business commenced at 09 hours. The acting, when business commenced at 09 hours, the acting leader of government business in the House, Honorable Ambrose L. former MP, did present the business statement for the period 9th to 16th December 2025. Thereafter, we had 3 urgent matters without notice that were raised under Standing Order 142. The first one came from Nkana, Member of Parliament, Mr. Binu Mpundu, on Bill 7. This matter was inadmissible. The second matter came from Londazi, Member of Parliament, Ms. Brenda Nyurenda. This was on the delayed payment to farmers by FRA. This matter was equally inadmissible. The last matter did come from Kamfinsa, Member of Parliament, Mr. Christopher Kangombe. This was on water challenges in Kamfinsa constituency, and the first Deputy Speaker has requested the Minister of Water Development and Sanitation to issue a ministerial statement on Wednesday, 10th December 2025. After those 3 urgent matters without notice, there was a ministerial statement that was presented by the Minister of Green Economy and Environment, Honorable Mike Mposha MP. The ministerial statement was on the tailings dam failure that occurred on 23rd November 2025 at Mukavamo Copper Mines Limited in Mwense District. The minister said that the mine is operated by AZ Mines Limited and has been undertaking mining and mineral processing activities since 2023 to produce copper concentrate under license number 29763HQ SML. The minister received a report of the incident on 24th November 2025, and immediately after receiving emergency response team to the site, where they conducted an inspection from 25th to 27th November. The inspection for regulatory compliance. He said his ministry takes a firm position that such negligence in the mining sector cannot and should not be tolerated. Communities and ecosystems must be protected, and operations must be a full responsibility for environmental harm arising for their activities. The minister did say that as part of the one government approach, the district administration, led by the Mwense District Commissioner, began sensitizing the community on the pollution incident and advising the polluter to desist from either drinking water or eating fish from the affected stream. Further, he did say that the community is being provided with potable water to the affected households at the cost of the company. The minister did say the government remains committed to safeguarding the environment and ensuring that economic activities do not compromise their well-being. So that is a ministerial statement that was presented by the Minister of Green Economy and Environment. After that ministerial statement, the House went on to consider 2 questions for oral answer under Standing Order 80. And the first one came from Chilanga, Member of Parliament, Mr. Sipo Lazo. He directed his question to the Minister of Infrastructure, Housing and Urban Development. He wanted to find out a question in 3 parts: whether the government has any plans to expand the Lusaka-Kafue Road from Chilanga Goldfield to Farmers Junction in Chilanga District in order to decongest traffic. And the minister did say that government has plans. In the other part of the question, he wanted to find out if so, when the plans will be implemented. And the minister did say that the plans will be implemented once funds have been secured. In the last part of the question, he wanted to find out if there are no such plans, why. And the minister did say that government has plans. Another question came from Serenje, Member of Parliament, Mr. George Kandafula. He directed this question to the Minister of Local Government and Rural Development. He wanted to find out a question in 2 parts: whether the government will rehabilitate the following bridges that are on the verge of collapse in Serenje Parliamentary constituency. These are Ngaswa Bridge on Milenje Kashishi Road, and Munte Bridge on Mingomba Mutale Road. And the minister did say that government will rehabilitate these bridges once funds are sourced. In the other part of the question, the Member of Parliament for Serenje wanted to find out what the cost of it is, and the minister will be known once the detailed feasibility studies are conducted and concluded. So those are the two questions for oral answer that have been considered on the floor of the House today. After that, there was a resumption of committee work on the Committee of Supply on the estimates of revenue and expenditure, including capital and constitutional and statutory expenditure. And the Committee of Supply has today considered 11 heads, the first one being head 52, Ministry of Water Development and Sanitation, which has been allocated at 2,688,541,974 kwacha. The Committee of Supply also considered head 53, Ministry of Green Economy and the Environment, and 1,157,664,843 kwacha has been agreed to. The Committee of Supply also considered head 62, Ministry of Energy, and 2,555,592,675 kwacha has been agreed to. Head 66, Ministry of Technology and Science, has been allocated 1,372,222,431. Another head that the Committee of Supply considered is head 68, Ministry of Tourism, and 1,535,650,025 kwacha has been agreed to. Head 77 also came up for consideration. This is Ministry of Defense, and 11,603,978,986 has been agreed to. Another head that came up for consideration is head 78, Zambia Security Intelligence Service, Office of the President, and 2,234,222,312 has been agreed to. Head 85, Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, 283,092,624 kwacha has been agreed to. Head 86, Ministry of Fisheries and Livestock, 1,854,409,407 kwacha has been agreed to. Another head that came up for consideration is head 87, Anti-Corruption Commission, and 199,960,768 kwacha has been agreed to. And the last head that came up for consideration is head 45, Ministry of Community Development and Social Services, and 9,698,984,655 kwacha has been agreed to. So this is business that has been considered on the floor of the House today. From all of us